I'm gonna practice a little bit of my 7 string and see how what the differences are for you guys when I'm actually playing these two instruments. So let me try something here. I'm gonna play like a jazz standard right now. Let me see. This is a 7 string. All right, everybody. All right, so that's There Will Never Be Another You. Hey, Jeffrey, my friend Jeffrey is always here to see me. How you doing, Jeffrey? So I'm doing some live practice on a 7 string. Then I'm going to show you what it sounds like playing this on a 6 string now. Watch this. So it's the same song. If you have any questions about practicing and playing between the 6 and 7 string, let me know. It's kind of tricky because when I'm playing a 7 string, it's much more difficult than a 6 string. But when I switch to 6 string, it's difficult too because I have to think a different way. Because there's one less string, but it's a little easier to play, but it's still not easy to play, everybody. So again, if you don't follow me, anything, please follow me right now. If you have any questions or anything like that about practicing the guitar, let me know. So here's the here's the sixth string. So if I play this guitar, it's gonna be a little different because it's a sixth string now, okay? And it's different to play a sixth string. So I'll play like this. All right, everybody. So if you have any questions, please let me know. So basically, I was playing the same exact tune on a sixth string, but the problem is, I'm thinking that when I'm playing the seventh string or sixth string, actually, I feel like I'm throwing the bass note in there in my playing. So sometimes I can't tell. I miss. That's what I mean. So I'm actually playing like the seventh string on the sixth string. So, but but what's really good about it is this, it really makes you learn how to play both guitars really well and switch between the two. So let me go back to the seventh string. What's really good about the seventh string, everybody, is that I can play, bass lines and stuff, real bass lines, because it has a real low register to it. Let me turn this down a little bit. So take a look. So I can play really low. If there's any questions or comments, let me know. Hey, happy to be here. Hello, I had to make a video full size because I couldn't see what was on your head. Finally, I saw it was glasses. That's a good one, Caesar. Yeah, I have glasses on my head like this. That's pretty funny, man. I never heard that before. So anyway, so what's really good about the 7-string, everybody, is first, I think the guitars are hard still, man, because I haven't been practicing enough like I like to, and it's hard. So when I'm playing the 7-string, and switching between the 6 and 7-string is really hard. So if you have any questions, please let me let me do something a little bit faster. All right, so that's the 7-string. Hey, a lot of jazz players don't have delved into playing extended range guitars or playing 8 strings. What made you choose 7 strings over 8 strings? Thank you. Oh, you know what? I don't know anybody who plays 8-string jazz guitar actually, like a two low notes below Caesar. I mean Curtis. Sorry, I thought Cesar Chavez, Curtis Chavez. Sorry about that. So slip of the tongue. But the reason is because I don't know. Only person I know that does 8-string guitar, but it's not really an 8-string guitar. It's like a bass and hybrid guitar is Charlie Hunter, who I know is a friend of mine. But in jazz, the reason why I play seven string is because of Bucky Pizzarelli. But I do have a Tosin Abasi seven string back here. I mean eight string actually. But it's like so hard for me to learn that because I have a hard enough time playing the seven and six string, you know, on these type of guitars. But if you have any questions about this, anybody, let me know. Also, if you don't subscribe to me, please do right now. And if you're enjoying the show, you can super chat me right here, right now, if you want. And also, you can pick up cool merch on my website, like this Got Tabs shirt. Also, I have cool things like stickers. Like right now, look at this. But did you practice stickers on my website? All kinds of cool merch. So just go to my you can see the shop button right there, and you'll see all my different kinds of merch that I have. So watch this, everybody. So remember also to subscribe or follow me and share my live stream at Ron Jackson Music. Okay. So let me show you. I'm gonna put on my six string now again. So if you have any question about switching between the two, so Curtis, do you play seven string actually? Because a lot of people talk about playing seven string, but they don't actually play it. You gotta kind of practice what you preach, and it's a big step for people. But it's important to actually start trying to play seven string if you want to play it. And don't get me wrong, man, it's not easy to play the seven string or six string to me. So these are some great questions. Let me go up here. And where are you guys located, Curtis, excuse me. I know it's a bad habit. Cesar Chavez, Curtis Chavez. Sorry. So anyway, here's my guitar, my six string, back to my D'Angelico six string. So, these are great guitars. So when I'm playing these kind of guitars, I like to practice octave harmonics. And I'll be practicing different things, scales. I've been really working on my harmonic minor and melodic minor, like chords. Like now here's like the D, a melodic minor. Let's say that. Then I'm playing the. I'm doing the D melodic minor, in close. Okay, that's a melodic minor. And I'm trying to work on that better. I know the melodic minor good. Okay, and then I'll be practicing doing these types of things when I'm practicing, for example. And I'll be using these in my solos. So let's say I'm playing in this key of D minor now. Hey, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Salud. Oh, I have catch mitts for with my hands so extended range instruments aren't much of a stretch for me. I love the upright bass, but only have a limited access to one. Oh, cool. That's great. You know, if you and I play bass and my jazz guitar is a ES 125 non-cutaway. I'm poor, so I only have down tuned my ES to standard B. Was cool. Oh, that's cool. That's fine. Yeah, great, Curtis. And you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm just trying to show you the difference between practicing with a 6 and 7 string guitar. So when I'm playing through these chords and everybody, it's tricky because I'm playing two different instruments and it's not easy to play through these things, you know? So look at this. I want to get to Albuquerque. I wonder if, there's some jazz clubs out there I heard. I just wonder, there's a jazz club. Is there a jazz club in New Mexico that I know about that I've never played at? I want to get to one of those places. So let me show you what it's like to play the 7 string now in a different way. So I'm going to pull the 7 string out. Watch this, everybody. Get my 7 string out. I'm going to do something fast now. And, I'm just practicing to show you what's the difference between a 6 and 7 string. It's tricky to go between both of them, especially jazz. So here's my 7 string with a low A note, everybody, just so you know. Now this one is a completely different guitar. You can't compare it. This is a Benedetto. Let me see if I can play you something kind of fast. playing a 7-string kind of up tempo, and you know how I practice that. So that would sound completely different on a 6-string. Let's check that out. So everybody, so I'm gonna play just a little bit more, and I'm gonna take a break. I've been working all day playing and practicing, and doing content, booking shows, and please follow me everywhere if you can. Go check out my websites. You know, if you're enjoying this, you can take lessons with me. Also, you can get free lessons if you join my Patreon, everybody. And you can be a subscriber here, and I'll give you a couple of free lessons. You know, and the best thing to do really is if you want to really learn about the guitar, is you can take lessons with me. And one of my fans, one of my students just from watching my live just actually bought a book on my website about chord melody and all that. And if you want to learn anything from me about jazz or anything, please contact me here. You know, let me see. Hey, regards from Mexico City. Hey, David Gonzalez, how are you, man? Good to see you from Mexico. And so yeah, so I'm just showing you how to play between a 6 and 7 string. Is really hard. So I mean, like when I'm playing, sometimes I really get confused. Let me see if I can do a song that I can really that I kind of know. And you know, I always find the guitar to be hard, and playing jazz is hard. where it went on the 6-string guitar. It sounds so different on the 7-string. Also, let me someone's asking a question. Hey, Mad Gab, thanks so much. Thank you. Clap, clap. Thank you, Dave, all the way from Mexico City. I want to get there, actually. I used to have a really good friend from Mexico City. Yeah, so I'm live. I'm just taking some questions about playing 6 and 7-string guitar. And I find it hard to play guitar anyway. It might sound good to you, but to me, I always feel like I need practice. So anyway, hi, Ron. Do you have any tips for complementing guitar solos while playing bass, like solo things that work? You mean like what I was doing, basically? So the thing to do really is if you're gonna play the 6-string guitar or do bass lines and try to really play like hybrid picking and try to do everything you possibly can. Like Joe Pass was a great example of that. He was doing like bass lines, but he had so many good tricks, man. He would, and everything was really worked out. And I actually took a workshop with him. And the thing is try to fill everything you can if you want to do bass lines and chords and all that. But you have to really work out you have to really work everything out and practice it. It's not going to be easy. So when I'm trying to think solos, it can be difficult. I can go. What I'm doing is I'm trying to play like a full band when I'm playing like that. And it's really, that's not very easy to do. So, because you could throw the bass line in there and then you take a solo, but I don't know how to take a solo without playing the bass line. I mean, while playing the same bass line, it's kind of hard. So I tried it my best, and then you have to play the harmony. And I'm also, I'm not playing just anything. I'm actually trying to play over the chords because, I'm a jazz musician. So I try to make sure I play the chord changes at the right time, the right harmony. And that's hard. You're a really good musician if you could do all those things at once, actually. If you could keep your place, be able to play the right chords, the right scales and everything on the chord changes. So, if you want to learn this stuff, you really have to start taking lessons, and I have some good things on my website. If you go to ronniemusiclabel.com, actually, if you just hit the shop button here, it'll go take you to my website. There's some cool lessons there where you can learn how to do these kind of things. And, you have to learn chord arrangements. You have to know about all your chord voicings and, your inversions, everything to really learn this kind of stuff. Because, it's not easy. And I'm still working on it. I feel like I'm a baby still doing this, and I have to keep my time and all that other stuff. So thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoyed this, you could super chat me here or you could do anything you want. And I appreciate you guys. And, follow me everywhere and, share my live stream. And I'll see you guys at one of my shows soon, okay? Ron Jackson, it's at Ron Jackson Music everywhere. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Let me check my computer for something. And I appreciate you guys. You're really great. Thank you for, the most important thing is to follow me and subscribe. And, I'm going to check out and see how my live stream is doing here. I'm looking at it right now. And yeah, I see it. It's great. It's looking good. And so, I appreciate all the questions. Pahia and Mad and Curtis and Dave, everybody that's watching, Jeffrey, my good friend Jeffrey. And so we'll talk, and I'll see you guys soon. Let me see what other comments there are. Oh, let me see. Cancel. And yeah. So we'll talk soon, everybody. And I'm going to get going now. I have other things to do other than going live and practicing in front of you. And we'll see you guys soon. You can pick up the shirt on my website, all these things. It's like a lot of guitarists don't know how to read. So they got this. You have to pick up the shirt called Got Tabs because, they don't know how to read. A lot of jazz musicians look at real sheet music like this. You understand? And, you should know how to read music like that too. So it's important. But if not, you have to get tabs. Hey, what are some good things to add when you're trying to write a solo? Oh, you know what? That's a great question. I'll answer that question. That's the last question I'll ask. Trends. That's a good question. So, what are some good things to add when you're trying to write a solo? You see, the thing is, you can't really write a solo. You can write one out, but the thing is, you have to learn other people's solos really at the end. Transcribing, writing them down if you can, which I can do, or you have to learn them by ear, which I can do too. And I used to do that a lot, and I need to do that more. That's the best thing to do, and then you try to play those solos back. Or if you're good enough to write a solo that's good enough to be jazz, then you could do it. But really, you have to learn the language. So you have to learn the tunes. You have to learn people's solos. You have to learn the scales. You have to learn the chords. It's so much involved with taking a solo in jazz. It's not just like writing a solo out. You can't really just write a solo. You know what I mean? You can. But I've never really written my own solo. I have a lot of licks that I have. Like, this is a lick I have. Let me see. So all these licks I'm playing right now are actually things that I've been playing for so long that I'm just playing jazz now. But there were licks in the beginning when I didn't know them because, it's hard to learn how. So these licks become lines. It becomes part of your playing. So that takes a lot of time, everybody. It takes like a lot of practice. So if I'm playing F minor, here's an F minor chord, F minor 7. This is all on F minor, okay? It's just some licks I know that are Dorian. It could be harmonic minor. So these are just lines I know on an F minor chord. See, but you have to memorize all these lines and be able to play them everywhere, everybody. So, the best thing to do is, get together with a teacher. I've always had teachers to teach me this stuff. And I teach if you want to learn about this stuff. Now, you can watch me on YouTube all you want. But people think that watching people on YouTube will help their playing. It'll give you advice, but the best thing to do, really, is have a teacher. And they have to hear you play, really. See, a lot of people think that you can watch a YouTube video, watch me go live, and I'll show you a few things, and you'll learn. It doesn't really work like that, It's not like really a free lesson. It's not a free lesson, really. Because if I don't hear how you play, you're not going to know. You really don't know how you sound, actually. The best way to hear you play is listen to yourself, record yourself, and have somebody listen to you and say, look, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this. Not wrong, but you should do it this way or that way. And have a teacher help you, And that's how you get better. All the great players have studied with somebody, unless you're a genius. So it's really important to have a teacher and have someone look at you. And the students are really serious. They get off YouTube and contact me. They'll say, hey, Ron, I want to study with you, man. How do I do it? And they contact me, and then they really get a lot better because I listen to them and say, well, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. You're not playing this in time. You got to learn these licks. You got to do this. You got to learn these scales. There's so much stuff involved, man. It's not easy, and you can't judge yourself by doing that by yourself, actually. So learning to sing and playing piano helped me understand phrasing and melody for musical solos. Space and swing are your friends. Hey, good job, Curtis. I like the way you said that. Yeah, I should play less. You know what's really funny? I've heard the stories like Jim Hall used to say, "Hey, George Benson plays too much." Well, Jim Hall plays minimal, and George Benson plays a lot of notes, but they're two different styles. So music is very subjective. I think George Benson's a monster, and so I think Jim Hall's a monster too because he doesn't play that much because he's so melodic. So those are different ways of thinking. I like the way you put that, Curtis Chavez. So anyway, guys, let's talk soon. If you want to study with me or want to learn about some new stuff, go to my website, ronjacksonmusic.com. I have a lot of great exercises and stuff and lessons about chord melody, soloing, jazz licks, all kinds of stuff. I'm going to be putting an ebook together. Go check it out. And if you want to join my Patreon, if you join for a year, everybody, just so you know, you get a free half-hour lesson from me, which is worth $75. If you join my Patreon for 1 year, and if you join for 1 year, you get like a lot of lessons too, that I sell on my website for free because you're my patron, and you get a lot of cool perks like free downloads for being a member for a certain time. So if you pay for a year, you get 10% off. So go to patreon.com/ronjacksonmusic. You could join and get some cool lessons for free. So and you can study with me and learn jazz guitar and 6 and 7 string guitar content over there, okay? In jazz. So thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate you guys. I got other things to do, which is I need to practice actually. But let's keep in touch, okay? And please share my live stream and keep in touch, and we'll see you guys soon, okay? I'm gonna go. Bye-bye. I'll be probably going live again tomorrow. I have a gig tomorrow with solo guitar for 7 string guitar for a couple of hours, starting at noon Eastern time. Go check it out. I'll probably do a live stream then too, okay? We'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.